everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's all about Thanksgiving. I am going to walk you through all of my prep for the dishes that I made. I did a few things for my father-in-law's and then I did a few things for my mom and dad's house. We always go to my father-in-law's for lunch and then my mom and dad's for dinner. And so we each contribute by bringing different things. And so I'm going to walk you through everything that I made for both meals. And then I'm going to share at the end of the video just a little bit, just a few clips of our time together and the food and a few pictures. I was really bad about taking pictures. I didn't get a lot of pictures. So what I do have was sent to me by family members. So I have a few that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here. In the comments, let me know what your favorite dish was for Thanksgiving this year. I'm starting with the stuffing that my father-in-law asked me to make. He always makes stuffing where he puts it in the turkey and bakes it with the turkey. I've never done that before. I've always made dressing that you can bake in the oven, but he wanted me to make it this year. I think he usually in the past has used bread, like sandwich bread, but he wanted to try this cornbread stuffing this year, so he bought a couple of packets of that Pepperidge Farm cornbread stuffing and gave it to me and asked me to prep it so that he can put it in the bird, and then anything left over he was going to bake it in the oven. So I'm just getting all of this put together. I will do my very best to remember to link any recipe in the description below. If I do forget, just comment and let me know which recipe you're wanting and I'll be sure to get that to you. I started out by cooking some celery and onion. I didn't want to cook it too long. I just wanted to cook it enough to make it a little tender. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. I think I did thyme and sage, salt and pepper. And then I'm using my home canned chicken broth to get all this together. I've melted 2 sticks of butter in the pan that I did the vegetables with, and then I add all of that to the stuffing mixture as well. So it was really good. I added what was going to go into the bird in this bag. That's how he asked me to do it. And then anything left over, like I said, we put it in a pan and baked it for the next day. And it was actually really delicious. Now I'm moving on to the pecan pies. I made 2 of them. I was going to take one to my father-in-law's and one to my side of the family, but I ended up not. I just took one to my side because that's where it was requested anyway. But the reason is because I messed up on these recipes. The first one that I put together, I put too much butter. I read it wrong. I read 3/4 instead of 1/3. I think I was looked up, but anyway, I misread the directions and I put too much butter. It still tasted really good. It just didn't set up as good as it should have. And then the other one, the one that I did take to my parents' house, I got a little happy with my homemade vanilla. And when my brother-in-law tasted it, he said, "Did you put bourbon in this?" And I said, "Well, it's my homemade vanilla," and he could taste it. So I put too much vanilla in that one. They were still both very good. One is just ugly and messy and too buttery, and we'll just enjoy that here at my house. And the other one, they enjoyed it at my mom and dad's and said that it was really, really good.
Lines are busting out the door, Christmas songs in every store. Can't stand to hear one more, please won't you make it stop. Snow is piled 5 feet high, dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, store-bought is fine, Christmas time again. They say it's so pretty, that time in New York City. I say cold and gritty, packed in like sardines. Got a flat on the interstate, Mama warned me don't be late. Pretty please save me a plate. Christmas time again.
So I'm starting my sweet potatoes. I did things a little different this year. I bought these already cut potatoes. They come from the produce section of Walmart. Usually I buy the actual potato and bake it, but I wanted to try something different this year, and this was pretty good. It worked out okay, but I think I missed doing the actual potatoes. So I'm getting these onto, I mean, these are actual potatoes too, but I mean, like, you know what I mean. I'm getting those on to boil. I've got my deviled eggs going. The secret to, and I don't even know if it's a secret, I guess it's not a secret, but the way that I get the best result from peeling my eggs is I put a little bit of baking soda in the water while they're boiling, and then as soon as they're done, I drain all of the hot water over them, and I'll pour cold water over them and also ice on top of them and let them set for a little bit, and that usually helps the peeling come right off. So, and another thing I do is I always fix a couple of extra eggs, whole eggs, to bulk up the mixture that goes inside the deviled eggs. I don't know why I do that. I just like to do that because I always seem to run out of the yolk mixture to put in. I don't know. Anyway, my eggs are simple, super easy. I add a little bit of mustard, a little bit of pickle juice, a little bit of mayo, salt and pepper, and I mix it and I taste it until it gets to where I like it. I may have to add a little bit of this and that here and there, but it eventually gets to where I want it. The only thing I have to do is be careful to not get it too runny, because I have done that before. But these turned out really, really good, and they were gone. No, these went to my mom and dad's house, and I'm gonna have to like double my recipe next year because they really like these eggs. They are good, if I had to do say so myself. Now we are moving on to my hash brown casserole. It's actually not my recipe. It's my sister Susie's recipe, but I do it a little different. Mainly, I don't chop up onions and put in it because I'm not a fan of the onions in this, but I will add a little bit of either minced onion or a little bit of onion powder just to kind of give it that flavor in the background. I just don't want the actual onion in it, but I'm getting all of this together. It's just hash browns, and then you need a stick of butter, melted butter, a can of cream chicken, a cup of sour cream, and then as much cheese as your heart desires is usually what I do. Salt and pepper, get this mixed up, and I will bake it the next day. In the morning, this is going to my father-in-law's house. This is something that my sister-in-law requests every year, so I am getting this ready, and then when I get up in the morning while the parade is going, I will bake this, and after it's done, I've sprinkled the top of it with some, you can use French's. I'm using the Great Value, but I do the Great Value fried onions. So good.
The light in the fire, fixing the tree, put the star on top and the presents underneath. But for me, it's kind of bittersweet. I love holidays, making memories to keep, but I wish you could have stayed. It's not the same without you. It's true what she said, all I want is you. Oh, it's the look in his eyes, like my gift in disguise. 'Cause Santa looks a lot like you, and I swear I won't tell, it's my secret as well. But Santa looks a lot like you. If it's true, only wish that I made was to spend this Christmas.
Okay, now we're moving on to the sweet potatoes, or back to the sweet potatoes. I have boiled them till they're tender and soft, And then I'm going to put them in this bowl, and then I'm just going to add all of my ingredients to it. And then I add eggs to this, but I taste it before I add the eggs to make sure it's got the right flavor. Here I'm just adding a stick of butter. I do come back and add another stick of butter, but basically I do butter, brown sugar, vanilla, pumpkin pie seasoning, and then a little bit of milk or heavy cream, whatever you have on hand. And then I usually do this in my KitchenAid mixer, but I'm going to be honest with you, this was late in the evening. Then Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, I was tired, I was over it, and I just didn't feel like getting my standing mixer out. I didn't feel like getting my hand mixer out, so I just used my little, well, this is a hand mixer, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I just mash them up really good, get them ready and tasting good. At the end, I add my eggs. I will say, the texture of these were really good. The one thing I didn't like about getting these out of the produce bags was there was a lot of the black spots that I usually cut off of my potatoes that I had to dig out of this. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but more than I wanted, I guess. Anyway, this turned out really, really good. And then I'm going to make a crumble or crisp, whatever you want to call it, topping to go on the top of these, and then wrap them up and bake them the next morning. The crumble topping is just butter, flour, brown sugar, and oats, and mix it till you get a good little crumble consistency and sprinkle it over the top. I think sweet potatoes is probably one of my favorite things when it comes to Thanksgiving dinners. I love sweet potatoes. I don't think I mentioned it, but I do 2 small pans of sweet potatoes. I take one to my mom's and one to my father-in-law's because each family wants some. There's just not a lot of us that really like it, so I just do small pans. And this next recipe is called Orange Fluff. It's a very southern recipe, and my dad requested this year. My sister Kim really likes this as well. Right now, I am draining a can of crushed pineapple and 2 cans of mandarin oranges, and I'm going to let them sit and drain on their own for a little bit, but then I do have to come back, and I usually, clean hands, will squeeze all of try to get as much of the moisture out as I can before mixing everything together. And I start with Cool Whip and then some Jell-O, the powdered Jell-O mix, orange. Mix all that up, add my, cottage cheese, and then I'll add the pineapple and the mandarin oranges, and you're just going to mix that up really good and get it in the refrigerator. You want it to set overnight, and voila. You can add marshmallows, you can add some pecans, make it your own, or you can use a different flavor of gelatin, but we like the Jell-O. We like the orange Jell-O. Okay, now I am moving on to my broccoli casserole. My sister-in-law requests this every year, and I've done this for years and years and years. She likes it without the rice, and so I don't put rice in this. I've actually tried several different recipes over the years, and I think this one's my favorite. Like I said, I will try to do my best to remember to link it below. But I'm just taking a bag of frozen. They've thawed out a little bit of broccoli florets. I'm going to chop those up. You can use a food processor. I was, like I said, too lazy to get any of my big appliances out, so I just used a knife, chop those up. I'm going to add my ingredients. I've got mayonnaise, you've got eggs, salt, pepper, cheese, a can of cream of chicken soup. I can't remember. I think that's it. But I'm going to get all this mixed together, and then I'm going to put it in an 8x8 dish. I used to make a big one, but I don't think it ever gets eaten, so I just decided to make a small one this year. And then I'm going to melt some butter and crush up some Ritz crackers and mix that and put it on the top. And again, bake this the next morning. And I mean, like I said, this is my favorite broccoli and cheese casserole recipe that I have. So if you give it a try, let me know what you think. leave you guys with just a few pictures from our busy day. It was a great time. We had great food, great fellowship with our families. And so if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Come back and hang out with me. We have lots of Christmas things coming up. I'm going to be doing some baking, some candy making, some cleaning, all the things. So I hope that you guys will come back and spend some more time with me this holiday season. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later. Bye.